Watching Stampede Wrestling on the 8 channel. Predictable, a very scary principle. And we're going to come back with more exciting Stampede Wrestling action. Drops another big knee into the small of the back. And while in the early stages it was Star working on the left arm of Viper, Viper has recovered and he's trying to cripple Star now by doing severe damage to his back, but is only able to garner a 2 count.
Have him taken out on a gurney and put in a wheelchair. That's the way to go.
Methodically taking apart Star, nails him with a DDT. Quick for the cover this time. Pins the shoulder blades. 2. And Star is able to roll that left shoulder in the nick of time.
I'm telling you now, I'm going to take this referee and I'm going to fire him. This guy, you could count up to 300 by the time he counts.
You know, if I was paid a nickel every time you mention the referee, I would be a rich, rich man. I would make Bill Gates look like a guy who needs food stamps.
Well, I have to call it like it is. The man he's unbelievable. I can't believe how slow he is.
Star is in the corner now. He's in trouble. Viper with a couple of shots to the midsection. Now brings him into the center of the ring.
Watch this move. This will give you an instant headache here. Oh.
Sit-out powerbomb by Viper, and this could be lights out for Wavell Star. Instead of going for the cover, which I presume would be academic at this stage, Viper is going to do a little tree climbing up to the second rope.
Well, I understand what he's trying to do. He's actually trying to soften this guy up so he can actually pin him with one finger.
He's trying to add insult to injury, and looky what happens. Wavell Star able to recuperate, roll out of the way, and Vic Viper finds that there is no water in the pool.
Mark the Shark doesn't look too happy about what had just happened.
Star struggling to get back to his feet. Hits him with a shoulder. It's nice chop to the shoulder. Another one to the chest. Fires him into the ropes. And Wavell Star now summoning up that reserve energy. He is in fuego.
What is that word again? Fuego? What the heck does that mean?
On fire in Spanish.
Oh, on fire.
Now it's Star. The fans rallying behind the Saddle Lake Saskatchewan superstar. Star ascending the turnbuckles. Viper struggling to get back to his feet.
You better hope he don't hit those lights up there.
Star attempting to hit the mark. Oh, and a flying shoulder tackle from the top rope. Could this be it? Goes for the cover. Only a 2.
What did I tell you about this referee?
In the heat of the moment, Star forgot to hook the leg. If he would have grapevined that leg, I do believe we would have had a winner in Wavell Star.
How would you know? Did you ever wrestle?
Yes.
Yeah, I
remember
forgot.
Coconut
yeah,
Willie?
Right.
Beautiful side slam. And now it's Wavell Star once again ascending the turnbuckles. Viper prone in the center of the ring. Frog splash. Finds the lily pad. Cover.
Unbelievable.
2 3/4.
That's what you call he doesn't do those bench presses for nothing in the gym.
Vic Viper has to be wrestling on instinct. Desperation move rakes the eyes of Star. And now he's going to pull out all his tricks here as look at Mark and the Shark attempting to earn his money now. Distracts the referee once again. Viper perches Star on the top turnbuckle. You talk about a war of attrition to kick things off this week, Bad News.
Oh, this is a heck of a match. That's all I got to say. This is one
very
heck of a
competitive
match.
tilt to start the proceedings this week. Now Viper is on the second rope with a corner mount.
Oh.
He's pushed off by Star. Will Star capitalize now? He's going up top.
Oh,
Viper's on dizzy drive. High cross body. Hooks the leg. Wavell Star records the Duke. this week's Matt Classic, we go back to one of the most controversial periods in Stampede Wrestling's illustrious 50-year history. It involved many of our famous stars, including none other than my cohort, Bad News Allen, and the legendary Archie the Stomper Goldie. Now, in this segment, they formed a loose alliance, a reluctant alliance, if you will, against the common enemy, the Hart family, including promoter Stu and his many sons. Deplorable acts ever perpetrated in a wrestling ring. Bad News Allen, without a doubt, the biggest black mark on Stampede Wrestling. Here it is, almost 2 decades after the fact. Can you discuss any remorse whatsoever? You've seen it again. What do you have to say for yourself following?
Look, you just want to stir up trouble here. I told you, I don't even want to talk about it, okay? I don't want to say nothing about it.
You had the promotion suspended for 1 month. Ed Whalen quit the show because of that absolutely heinous act. Here it is, 17 years later. We're giving you a forum to look into that camera, Bad News, and talk about what happened, what transpired, what went through your mind that day when you ended Jeff Goldie's career and almost his life.
Mrs. B, do you think I should actually address this? Okay, she said I should address this. I'm going to address this. Let me tell you something, and I'm going to tell you like it really happened. Archie the Stomper Goldie was supposed to be my partner, but I found out a few things about him, and the things was, first of all, I should have been suspicious when I knew that he was from Tennessee, okay?
Right.
Now, this man here, I come to find out that he was not only the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, come on,
the guy was the, hey, you asking me.
You're playing the race card again.
Don't give me that. The man was the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan. I found it out, and I was going to beat him to the punch. He thought he was going to double-cross me, but I beat him to the punch. And then he put that snot-nosed punk son of his in the ring who shouldn't have been there at all. It should have been Archie the Stomper Goldie that was laid out, that was carried out the gurney. It should have been him, but he put his son in the way, so he got run over like a Mack truck. That's the way it is, and from what I heard, he's still in a wheelchair today, but I don't care nothing about that because he got what he deserved. If he wants to run around with a white sheet on and one of those hoods on, a pointed hood, he got exactly what he deserved, and if you don't like it, I'll give it to the same thing to you.
Obviously, wrestling fans, here it is 17 years later, and Bad News Allen still shows no remorse for what he did to the Goldie family back in December of 1983.
Wait a minute. And also, too, let me tell you something. There was a conspiracy with the head of the commission, that Grayson, who was also a bigot. Him and Archie got together, and they figured they was going to run me. I just got off a 6-month suspension, and they figured they was going to run me out of the territory. No way, shape, or form.
In the ring at Stampede Wrestling, and our future in the sport, Harry Smith, will be in action in this matchup. The 13-year-old son of the legendary British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, will square off against another member of the Honor Roll, another obsequious charge of the principal, Thomas E. Wolf, in what will be his television debut.
Let me tell you something, Mauro. You know, these Harts and Smith are like spineless cockroaches. Every time you think you squashed one down and got rid of them, another one pops up. I can't believe it. Now they got the puppy bulldog out here against another member of the Honor Roll.
Harry Smith exudes potential. It's in his genes. One of the young lions of professional wrestling. Only 13 years of age. He has to rank right up there with some of the biggest names in the sport. Chris Candido was 14. Roddy Piper was 15. His dad, Davey Boy, was 16. Dynamite Kid was 16. Harley Race was 15. So you see, you're never too young to begin your quest for professional wrestling greatness.
Wait a minute, let me straighten something out. Every time you on this broadcast and you start mentioning him, his age goes down. First he started out, he was 18.
What?
And then last week he was 17, and now he's 13. How old is this guy?
You've never heard of the Children's Television Workshop, obviously. Have you ever heard of a show called Sesame Street?
No way, shape, or form.
They teach you how to count.
Well, they sure hadn't taught you, because every week this kid gets younger. Next week or the week after, he'll be 10 years old.
Rear chinlock by Harry Smith.
Still in diapers.
Obviously, that California air still clogging the brain of my color commentator, Bad News Allen. Too much sun. Oh, the smog, exactly. Leapfrog there by Wolf. Now Smith sends him for the ride, ducks a clothesline, and beautiful back kick by Harry Smith. Goes for the cover. Almost a 3 count for the progeny of the British Bulldog.
You know, I'm looking around this ring here, and I see his Uncle Ross over there putting his 2 cents in it. I see his mother Diana over there saying a prayer. I mean, what the heck is going on? Like I said, they're like cockroaches. Every time you step on one, another one pops up.
Drop down by Wolf. Goes for the hip toss, blocked by Smith. Tries for a backslide, and instead Wolf pulls out a hangman's neckbreaker.
That'll teach the baby Bulldog a lesson in respect.
And now Wolf, at the behest of the principal, putting the boots to Harry Smith.
The principal knows what to do.
And the fans rallying behind Smith.
And of course, these big belly sharecroppers from Calgary will be in love with Puppy Dog Smith here.
You can hear the vociferous chants of Harry, Harry, resounding throughout the Ogden Legion Hall. And at this time, I want to say a special hello to Frank Anderson of the Ogden Legion Hall for all of his support and help with WOW and Stampede Wrestling as Wolf drops the knee onto the head of Smith, goes for the cover. Smith kicks out at 2.
I'm telling you, what Wolf should do is, this would really, if I was in that ring there and these big belly sharecroppers are yelling for Harry, this would make me more determined to punish this young punk.
And it does seem to be raising the ire of Wolf as he hears the chants. He becomes more and more violent with Smith as he throws him to the outside right in front of the broadcasting table. And the principal smashing Harry Smith.
Look at this Ross Hart. He's trying to put his... Look, the mother...
runs him into the timekeeper's table. Ross Hart is being held back by the honor roll. Diana Smith went to try to slap the principal, Richard Pound. What right does the principal have in interjecting himself in this fray? And now Ross Hart has had enough. He chases the principal. Meanwhile, Wolf continues to work over Smith.
You got the mother hitting at the principal. You got his uncle over here putting his nose where it don't belong. I mean, the whole family, they want to put their nose in everything.
Knee into the midsection. Things already breaking down as we kick things off this week on Stampede Wrestling.
There goes his pizza.
Only a 2 count. Harry Smith is in trouble.
If I was Wolf, I'd get on him and just stay on him. I wouldn't let up at all.
His jaw was almost shattered by that left hand of the principal's, and now he is on dizzy drive. Scooping a slam by Thomas E. Wolf, goes for the cover, distributes his weight properly. We almost had a victory for the honor roll.
Now, what right does this Ross Hart have to do out here? He has no manager's license. This man has no business out here in his nephew's corner.
Devastating DDT, double underhook into another DDT.
Look at this.
Double arm DDT.
And now his mother's throwing stuff like her father, Stu Hart.
The twist of fate neck breaker completes the trifecta. Diana Smith is livid at the timekeeper's table.
Did you see what she just did? She just threw a golf club at Ruffy Silverstein. I can't believe her.
What a cocky cover by Thomas E. Wolf.
I can't believe her. She's throwing stuff just like Stu Hart did. He threw the coin a couple of weeks ago.
The youngster, the young lion of WOW, Harry Smith, in a world of trouble right now as Thomas E. Wolf climbs up to the second rope.
It's going to give him a big one.
Goes for the tornado DDT. Instead is hit with a spine buster. Hooks the leg. And Harry Smith almost picked up the Duke.
Unbelievable. That's all I have to say. Unbelievable. You know, one thing, though, like I have to talk to these honor rolls. I can't see wearing a tie in there to wrestle.
That clothesline almost decapitated Wolf. And right now, Wolf is not dressed for success as he's hit with a snap suplex by Harry Smith. And Harry is modeling, he's fashioning one of the new lines of t-shirts here at Stampede Wrestling, the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith t-shirt, which is available at the website www.stampedewrestling.com, brought to you by Starter Athletic Wear. Partial proceeds going to the Cerebral Palsy Foundation. So why not surf on right now and pick up your British Bulldog t-shirt. Power Slam, taking a page out of his father's playbook. And Wolf kicks out of the count of 2.
I'm telling you, Wolf here, he better get on the ball or he's going to wind up getting punished. Look at these people.
Turns the tables on Smith. Misses with the clothesline.
I can't believe these big belly shit.
Over into the DDT by Smith.
Unbelievable.
And he has rocked Thomas E. Wolf. Goes for the cover. We've got a 2. 2 3/4, and oh, so close, but yet so far.
Well, you know, the thing about the young puppy bulldog here, he's got to get his body down more. He's got his ass too far up in the air there.
Fireman's carry into the Delu. Now jackknife cover, and that puts him away. Harry Smith in impressive fashion. Needless to say, Principal Richard Pound is livid. Principal, you have thrown practically everything, including Thomas E. Wolf, who has been, well, seen around ringside for many, many months. You finally decided to throw him to the wolves, if you'll pardon the pun, and no matter what you throw at the Smith family, they seem to have your number.
They don't seem to have anybody's number. You've seen it, and everybody's seen it. He held his tights right here tonight in this ring, and Diana Smith and every Hart member taught him that. Now, what I want to know is what WOW is going to do about it, because the principal is getting mad.
The principal is getting mad. You're the one who brags at length, week in and week out, on how you're in cahoots with Harlem Inc. 2000, how you're partners with the principal shareholder of WOW. So what has Bad News Allen done for you lately?
What Bad News Allen has done is taught me discipline. And believe you me, son, tomorrow morning, 4 a.m., Bad News and I are going to whip you into shape. Something you should have done in the first place. Don't you ever do it?
It's obvious the honor roll is in a perpetual state of disarray. How does the honor roll spell problem? Smith. We'll continue with more Stampede Wrestling right after this. Champions Greg the Pistol Pollock taking on the newest recruit of the honor roll and a legitimate Washington State University professor. He is Professor Oral Payne. Bad News.
Well, you know, the principal, Richard Pound, and myself, we've been scouting him out. We went down in the States when we were down there 7 days with Mrs. B, and we brought him up here because we want to teach Greg the Pistol Pollock, Stu Hart's grandson, a little lesson in respect.
There's a thumb
you must
to the eye. That's not a nice compliment that Payne just gave Pollock.
No, not at all. The thumb to the eye, that'll take anybody down.
Now the side headlock being employed by Payne. He is shot into the ropes by Pollock. Comes off with a shoulder tackle. Pollock's back on the mat, up to a vertical base, and now he's thrown to the hyenas. He's thrown to the honor roll wolves, including the latest recruit, the foreign exchange student, so damn insane and so wacky the Sal. The honor roll looks like a bunch of rejects from Miami Vice in the 80s.
Pollock did the smart thing, got up right away off his feet, laying down there on the floor, and he's checking him out.
Look at Professor Payne, wow.
He's helping him. He's a sportsman.
Exhibiting some sportsmanship. Is the professor from Washington State University.
Look at that.
And that draws a golf clap from Greg Pistol Pollock.
Yeah, but he still don't want to shake his hand. What is that about?
Well, he has to earn his trust. He's a member of the honor roll. What do you expect?
Oh, come on.
It would be nice to see two grapplers go off course. Well, of course, yeah. Here I am singing the praises of Professor Payne, and he makes me eat my words. Makes me choke on my words. And there's a principal putting a strap to Pollock, putting the forearms to the pistol.
And the exchange student's got Sawaki there. He's gonna have him bite Pollock in a minute.
Oh, the left hand rocks the jaw of Greg the Pistol Pollock. And finally, Hooker, back from his vacation, sees what's transpiring on the outside. If Hooker wants to travel the world, he's in the wrong profession, my friend. This may be the World Organization of Wrestling, but he is supposed to be the long arm of the law, and right now he's nothing but a stub.
I can't believe that you would say that about that great referee and great officiate. Look at this. He fell for it again. What a maroon.
Scooping a slam by Payne. Drops the elbow. And now he puts the boot right into the throat of Pollock, and another boot to the back of his head. And the hero from Calgary is literally on his heels right now as Payne is dishing it out. Rams his head into the top turnbuckle.
That's it.
Rams his head into the opposite turnbuckle, and Greg Pistol Pollock is on dizzy drive. Professor Oral Payne with lots to gain here this week, wanting to make a big impression on his new boss, his new mentor, Principal Pound.
That's it. Mrs. B likes that, don't you? Oh, she's doing a heck of a job.
Pollock needs to sum up that reserve energy. He needs to summon up the resolve that he is notorious for here in Stampede Wrestling. He needs to exhibit his resiliency, which has carried him to victory week in and week out. Right now, he is literally on the ropes. Gut-wrench suplex by Payne. Cover. Only a 2.
Well executed, that's all I have to say. Well executed. The professor knows what he's doing.
Kick to the ribs by Payne. And he is systematically dismantling Great Pistol Pollock. Is Professor Earl Payne, who has obviously a PhD in professional wrestling, and the veteran now diverting the referee's attention. Meanwhile, Principal Richard Pound will take liberties of Pollock in the corner.
See that? He's got something in his eye again, the principal. I bet you Stu Hart's around here somewhere throwing pebbles.
Choking the very life out of Great Pistol Pollock is Professor Payne, and the refereeing is absolutely atrocious.
Well, you told me he was a great referee. Now you're saying it's atrocious. Make up your mind.
Front face lock by Payne. Suplex takes Pollock over. Float over into the cover. 2.5 count.
This Pollock is taking a heck of a beating.
You know, steps need to be taken to ban the honor roll from ringside. The Beal out of the corner, named after Freddie Beal, the first man to beat Fred Koch back in 1906.
Oh, stop crying about something needs to be done with the honor roll. I told you before, as long as I'm here in charge, they can come out here as many times as they want.
All right, Pollock, well, it looked like he was about to mount a comeback. It was stopped short, and there's another.
Big Beal.
Beal by Payne. Follows that up with a clothesline. The fans attempting to rally. Greg the Pistol Pollock, could it be too little too late? How much is left in the Pollock tank? With gas prices the way they are these days, Pollock might want to conserve his energy and wait for a moment or two before attempting a comeback. But right now, he's on the ropes, and there you have it. A kick to the chin. A right hand to the side of the head. Another right, and Pollock now sustaining this offense. Off the ropes comes Payne. Back body drop, and the boots to the sternum, a boot to the shoulder.
Oh, this Pollock is going left.
And a rake of the eyes. Payne turns the tables once again, fires him into the ropes, tilts a whirl, turns it into a flying head scissor takeover by Pollock. And now another right hand. Make it a 3. Into the corner, he has Payne. Shot to the breadbasket. Series of blows to the solar plexus. Fires him back into the other corner now. Follows that up with a shoulder block into the gut.
How come this referee's not saying anything? He's got... What do you mean he's not breaking the rules?
Pollock's going all the way to the top. Great Pistol Pollock now reining in those right hands. And Professor Earl feeling the... Oh, mamma mia! A modified Frankenstein, almost a pile driver from the top rope.
Look at this wacko. He's learning English over here. He's talking to Sawako Frankensteiner.
He's talking pig Latin to that sow, and you know it.
Yeah,
Pollock
he just said Frankensteiner.
Double axe on the back of Payne. A high-risk maneuver almost left Payne in traction. Didn't fully execute the Frankensteiner out of the corner like he wanted, but in any event, it spelled Professor's surname for oh no, what the hell is this?
I love it. Every time I see a heart getting beat up, I just love it. I can't help it. It's just in me.
Pistol Pollock getting rocked by Yates.
Look at this maneuver.
And there, dropping the shin across the knee, and there he goes downtown.
Watch this maneuver. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, that's it.
Figure 4 crab.
That's it.
The figure 4 single leg crab, a submission hold.
That's it.
Pollock attempting to grab the bottom rope.
He better give up or he's going to get his knee wrenched out of joint.
And this Professor, definitely an accomplished mat technician, pulling out all the stops in his battle with Greg Pistol Pollock. He knows Pollock's resume. He knows what Pollock means to Stampede Wrestling. One half of the International Tag Team Champions, and right now, he is in dire straits.
Well,
and now Divine has had enough of the honor roll around ringside, and Divine puts the boots of Professor Payne. The other half of the International Tag Team Champions has had enough.
I don't believe that.
Now he rocks Silverstein. He rocks the foreign exchange student Insane. One for D. Dwight Davis, and Divine is on fire.
He's on fire, but he caused his partner to lose this match. He's going to get the losing part of the money.
So what if he doesn't make it to the pay window, if you will? He is coming to defend the honor of his partner, and this has got to be stopped. How long, how much longer, Bad News Allen, do the fans of Stampede Wrestling have to be subjected to the blatant interference, the blatant shenanigans of these imbeciles, these creeps, these stupid jackasses, the honor roll?
Wait a minute, how can you talk about Divine like that, call him a jackass and an imbecile? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. He caused his partner to lose that match.
Here you see the International Tag Team Champions in the ring. The winner via disqualification will be Professor Oro Payne. But what's really painful is the fact that WOW, the Commissioner Bruce Hart, the stockholder Bad News Allen, failure to crack down on this.
You know why?
BS.
I'm going to tell you something more. You know why I don't crack down? Because I like to see it when you go out spazzing all the time. I love it. Next week, I'm going to have a nurse sitting over here with us, with Mrs. B and myself, so she can give you some oxygen because you need it.
Fans, we're going to go up to the ring and more interviews this week on Stampede Wrestling. You two at home are fed up with the constant outside interference perpetrated by the Honor Roll. And I know, Greg Pistol Pollock, you are absolutely fed up with their shenanigans.
That's right, I'm extremely pissed off right now. These guys, week in, week out, they come out here, ruin my matches when I have it in the bag. They come out here and wreck my match so that I get disqualified? What kind of garbage is that? It's good that I got a good tag partner that will be watching my back.
Johnny Divine, it's obvious that this allegiance, this alliance is stronger than ever. You've had enough of the Honor Roll. You've had enough of the likes of Principal Pound, and now you're here to save the day for your partner.
Man, I am so sick of Principal Pound and his pukes coming out here week after week, trying to take me out last week, busting my head open, trying to take out Greg's knee, trying to keep him out of commission. They're scared of us. That's what their problem is. Well, you know what's going to happen now, Principal Pound? You and all your pukes, you can't run and you can't hide anymore, because now I've got the commission in my back pocket, baby. Money talks and your crap walks. We got all of you coming up soon.
Welcome back to Stampede Wrestling. Referee Jedgar Hooker has called for the bell, and this match is underway between the truculent Tiger Khan and the hero from Hobima, Red Thunder. Now the sleeper is cinched in by Tiger Khan. Understand the Backstreet Boys are going to do a cover for the American audiences.
That's right.
And will this be enough for Tiger Khan? Is he going to send Red Thunder to La La Land?
He looks like you didn't know I spoke Hindi, did you? But anyway, getting back to this match here, I think Red Thunder's given up already. Look like he's out to me. His eyes are closed.
Wait a minute, you speak Hindi?
Yeah, I speak Hindi.
Really?
It's not Hindi, it's Hindi.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the car racing, the kart.
No, and I'm
series.
just telling you what she's singing. She's singing that she does not appreciate that hair color of yours, that you look like a skunk.
Won't be the first time I've been labeled that wonderful animal. My goodness, look at Tiger Khan now. Speaking of a skunk, he's trying to skunk Red Thunder in this matchup, but the crowd here at the Ogden Legion Hall now trying to rally behind Thunder. Back up to a vertical base, a couple of back elbows, but he is met with a crushing clothesline, and that will stop Red Thunder's momentum instantly.
Non-violently, I might add.
Of course. Look at this very cocky cover. He has the man ripe for the picking. Why not pick the fruit instead of just admiring it?
No, what you do is, you just beat up on them and beat up on them, soften them up, and then you pin them when you're ready.
Another power slam by Khan.
Watch this non-violent move. See this?
Well, of course, he's exchanging pleasantries with his manager, Mark the Shark DiCarlo.
Look at your girlfriend's threatening him already.
And again goes for that twisting corkscrew plunge, and this time he hits nothing but terra firma as Thunder was able to roll out of the way. And you know the old adage, going to the well once too often was Tiger Khan.
What's with this Wavell star over here chasing Mark the Shark DiCarlo? He ought to be ashamed of himself.
They should chase him right out of the territory, if you ask me.
Khan
misses with the clothesline, standing drop kick. Hit by Thunder, and another one for good measure. There's a right hand to the side of the head, another one.
You notice that this Red Thunder knows how.
Knee right under the jaw.
He knows how to break the rules.
Hooks the outside leg and gets a 2 count. It looks like it's going to come down to a critical error to decide this matchup. There's a dose of his own medicine. Double karate thrust chop to the neck, and he's almost able to garner the Duke.
Almost is not good enough in this business.
No, almost only can.
Oh, look at those vicious chops.
Sends him for the ride. Telegraphs a back body drop, kicked into the shoulder blade, and there's the veteran, Tiger Khan.
That's right. You do not turn your face down to the mat and don't watch your opponent. What's wrong with you?
Showcasing his ring presence. There's a nicely executed clutch neck breaker, back press.
I like that pin, like he's suntanning out on the beach of Karachi. Not Karachi, I mean Bombay.
Yeah, you're almost caused an international incident there.
Yes, he's Indian, not
Pump
Pakistani.
handle. And a sit-out slam.
That's it. It's over with. Look at Star. He's starting to cry.
Thunder's able to kick out at 2. This is the senior official, J. Edgar Hooper, who obviously has an identity crisis. 1 week, he wants to be known as Hooker. Next week, he wants to be known as Hooper.
Well, he should be. I mean, he's related to that idiot down there who... Look at this. King, now, take a look at this. Can you believe this?
Receiving a dose of his own medicine.
No,
Stealing a page out of DiCarlo's playbook.
This is unbelievable.
Referee J. Edgar Hooper on the spot, admonishing Wavell Star. He's lucky that his partner, Thunder, doesn't get a yellow card
this is
for
incredible.
that tactic.
Hit him with the chair.
DiCarlo has a chair.
He ought to hit him with it.
Thunder now in pursuit of DiCarlo. And he has Khan on the outside in no man's land. Forearm to the back. Of course, he has to be careful not to be counted out here. Oh, and then, wait a minute. Khan launches Thunder into his partner, Wavell Star. And they will both be seeing stars out. Oh, the DDT on the area surrounding the ring.
Right on the cement floor here. This is unbelievable. What a maroon. That's all I got to say. If I was Star, I'd get up and slap that Red Thunder.
I cannot believe Red Thunder's able to get back up onto a vertical base after being planted.
I can't believe this. Look, Star is holding, actually,
Devastating
he's holding
DDT.
his leg.
Star's holding Khan. And justice has been served, believe it or not. The Western Warriors taking a page out of the Mark DiCarlo playbook. And hey, two can play that dirty game, Bad News. In the end, the victor is Red Thunder. The Thunder is rolling in Calgary. Well, justice is finally being served here in the World Organization of Wrestling. Red Thunder, you and your partner, Wavell Star, taking a page out of the Shark Tank playbook. And in the end, you're victorious over Tiger Khan.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, man. You better get your head checked. The bleach is going through your brain. All I know is I beat the man. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you did. That's what I said.
I did it.
You did it.
Yeah, just me.
Well, wait a minute here.
You know, Morrow, for years and years, I've sat back and I've asked for justice. And you know what? Tonight, I didn't just sit back. I went out and I took justice into my own hands. And because of that, we get to see my brother, Red Thunder, have his arm raised in victory in front of all of these people.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Red Thunder. Congratulations, buddy. You guys finally were able to mete out some justice of your own this week.
No, what I'm trying to say is I beat him. I didn't need Wavell's help. I did it on my own.
No, believe me, brother, I'm saying you did not need my help. However, we have sat back long enough complaining about justice. But now tonight, I decided to go out and actively take justice.
Not you.
Get the best. The bell has sounded, and wrestling fans, this should be a classic confrontation between Tiger Khan and one half of the International Tag Team Champions, Greg the Pistol Pollock.
Well, let me tell you something. The Mahatma is just back from India there. They had a big international tournament. They had men from all over, from Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and North America. And the Mahatma won. He beat everybody. He's on a roll here. And if he gets a chance to win this match tonight, next week, he's going to wind up going up against my man, Richard Pound, for the championship belt.
I thought his partner, Dirty Dick, oh, see the rotation on that power slam by Pollock. Wait a minute. Just a few minutes ago, Reigns dropped the gauntlet and challenged Pound for the title. So what, you're trying to put dissension now between Khan and Reigns like everybody else?
Sure, why not?
Khan coming back from that Asian tournament, as Banyus alluded to. I understand Banyus, he also spent a few days up in the Himalayas with his spiritual advisor, Mama Lukabubu.
Well, let me tell you something. He went up there for Mama Lukabubu because the Mahatma does everything non-violently. Look at this. He's beating up on Stu Hart's grandkid non-violently.
And it's all Tiger Khan now, looking recharged after a few weeks hiatus here in WOW again, and involved in a international wrestling tournament in Asia. Fared very well. Received
very well. The man won the
spiritual
thing.
advisory of Mama Lukabubu. And now he fires Pollock into the corner.
The man won the thing. And then he went up there in the Himalayas, and he got his head together, and now he's going to take care of Stu Hart's grandkid here, Pistol Pollock.
T-bone suplex by Khan, and goes for the cover. Garners a 2, now blatantly choking Pistol Pollock in front of referee Dick Dixon.
Choking him non-violently, I may say. I love the way this man wrestles. He's able to beat you non-violently and make you wish that you never got out of bed this morning.
Tiger Khan, a former PCW heavyweight champion in Pennsylvania, also ECWA competitor in the Northeast, and there's a rolling slam and a double stomp.
There goes his,
and a senton splash.
There goes his afternoon pizza.
And Pollock able to kick out. Pollock, of course, a former two-time Canadian amateur wrestling champion. Tiger Khan, well-schooled in the mat techniques. He's a high flyer. He's a very accomplished professional wrestler. Unfortunately, tends to want to break the rules, tends to want to take the easy way out, where if he would abide by the rules, he would be a champion.
Look at this here. Dirty Dick is looking out for his partner.
Choking Reigns over that middle rope was.
And of course, the referee here, Dirty Dick Nixon's nephew, or whoever
Dixon.
he is. His Dick, that's
Dixon,
the ex.
not Nixon.
That's Nixon's ex. That's one of his relatives here. Under the throat.
Now Khan backing Pollock up into the corner. Both these combatants have to be considered top threats for the British Commonwealth Heavyweight title, currently around the waist of Principal Pound. Oh, what a foot! Right to the muscle, Greg Pollock, and Pollock is out cold!
These are the 2 of the 3 top contenders. You got the Tiger here, the Mahatma. You got Stu Hart's grandkid here, Pistol Pollock, and you got Dirty Dick Reigns. These are the 3 top competitors who are after my man, Richard Pound, the Principal's belt.
And Tiger Khan again putting the choke on Pollock. It's been all Tiger Khan in the early stages of this matchup. What should be a catch-as-catch-can clinic as he puts Pollock up on top. There's a slap to the chest. Going up to the second turnbuckle now, Van News.
Boy, that'd take the hair off his chest if he had any hair on his
Oh, my! Mamma mia! Overhead belly-to-belly suplex executed by Tiger Khan.
Morrow, do you have any idea how that feels on your spine? Do you have any idea? None whatsoever.
Thank goodness no.
Imagine Coconut Willie doing that to
Coconut Willie was only able to give me an airplane spin, and that's it. And I don't want to tell you what I did to Velvet McIntyre.
Oh, please, that old dinosaur.
There's a clubbing forearm to the back of Pollock by Tiger Khan. Now a boot to the small of the back. And Tiger Khan methodically taking apart one half of the International Tag Team Champions.
A good old-fashioned bejesus beating on him.
Pollock now valiantly trying to fight back. A couple of shots to the breadbasket. That's short-circuited by a rake of the eyes. Now he's sent for the ride by Khan. Comes off the ropes. Ducks the clothesline. Drop down by Khan. Here comes Pollock. Leapfrog by Khan. Kick to the midsection. Climbs the ladder. There it is. Backflip into an inverted DDT by Pollock. Desperation maneuver paying dividends. But you can see he also felt the brunt of that as he is nursing his proboscis.
I love it. That's all I got to say. He got what he deserved. He shouldn't have that championship belt because they lost it last week, and they still lucky to hold on to it because of that stupid Red Thunder.
Place a couple of weeks ago in Calgary.
They're going to have to get a straitjacket for your ex-fiancée over here. She's going crazy.
Give me a break. As Khan is no longer giving anybody a break here at Stampede Wrestling. He is all over. Oh, wait a minute. He goes all the way over. Doesn't land on the floor. Able to hold on. He's up top of the apron. And now Pollock drop kicks him off the apron onto the area surrounding the ring.
That hurt. He landed right on the cement floor.
Tiger Khan on dizzy drive. Desperately regaining. Somersault plunge of Mamma Mia! And Pollock is in fuego on Tiger Khan this week.
Yeah, that's right. He's definitely hot. He's on fire here.
Pulling out all the stops.
Let me tell you something. Like I said, the Mahatma's on a win streak, and he's gonna make a comeback. That's for sure.
Pistol
Look at that.
Pollock
What did I tell
shoulder
you?
wrapped in the corner as you're right, man. He's Khan able to
I
turn
know
the
I'm right.
table.
When I say something, I'm always right. Right, Mrs. D? Right. What the heck?
Wait a minute, what's this? In the heat of battle, both combatants did not realize the referee's count had reached 10.
What the heck was that about?
We have a double count out, Bad News. Khan and Pollock fighting to a very exciting double count out, and they're not finished yet with Pollock as Reigns comes into the ring. The international incident from the Shark Tank. Wait a minute. Pollock there with a double DDT sends the Shark Tank scurrying out of the ring.
What was that?
Nothing settled in that matchup, Bad News. Both wrestlers were counted out in the heat of battle, and this is another feud far from being over. What an exciting,
Well, I tell you,
albeit truncated matchup.
well, let me tell you something. There's not too many matches that I would go pay see after 23 years, but I would pay to see these two get into it again.
Nothing settled in this one. Pollock and Khan fighting to a double count out this week in exciting fashion on Stampede Wrestling.